Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Spelunky. I hope everybody is doing great today. I am actually going to need to turn the sound back on for music. Put a few ticks higher, maybe one less. Anyways, yeah, I hope everybody's had a great time. It's been a couple of days since I've recorded Spelunky. I did play one run like 2 nights ago. So we'll see how things go. Last episode we did pretty well. Hopefully we can have another fairly successful run. So far, it's not doing great on gold. You know what? I'm gonna put a bomb here. Honestly, I feel like it's almost always worth it to use a single resource to get the ghost pot on the very early floors, like floor 1 or 2. It doesn't matter which one, like a bomb or a rope. I think both are fine to use to try and get a little bit of extra gold to kind of get things kicking off onto the early floors. I mean, when you get down to, oh my god, okay. Well, that's about to blow up. So, I need to go quick now. I'm gonna do this. I mean, if you can get an early shop and actually get going with some bombs and stuff, it's always great. So, I'd like to try and make that happen. Let's see. I don't know how likely it is that we're going to drop off the turkey, so I think I'm just gonna maybe kill this guy now. Save myself trouble of carrying him around, and honestly, I'll probably just take the health and be happy with it. Perfect. I know it's kind of like my first talking point that I usually go to, but it's because it's, you know, one of those things that's immediately jumping to my mind. I finally watched through the Avengers movies. Oh, that was dumb. Now I'm gonna need a rope to get my dog. I actually think here we buy these two. Maybe some ropes. That's not bad. Yeah, I finally watched the Avengers movies, and they were pretty good. I didn't really keep up with any of the Marvel stuff over the years. I watched Iron Man, like the Iron Man movies, you know, quite a few years ago when they came out, but I never really like got into the other movies. So it was kind of nice to finally like get a good grasp on it. Just finished Endgame tonight, not too long before I started recording this. And I gotta say, that was fun. I could totally understand why those were kind of like a huge pop culture thing. They've got fun humor and all that stuff. So, yeah. If you were like me and you made it this long without watching them, check them out. They're a good time. Although I can't say that I can personally recommend all of the other movies purely because I didn't really watch them. There's a few that I do want to check out, obviously, but nothing that's immediately like, oh, I have to see that. There's plenty of other things that I want to watch and kind of just getting through stuff. As far as games go, I've been playing some more Rocket League and trying to get a little better at that. It's been a lot of fun just playing with some friends, and I've got a few friends who are getting back into it. Ooh. What? It's a little risky. Oh, I totally forgot I had the paste. Sweet. Makes that a lot easier. Sacrifice you and you. Anyways, as far as games, yeah, I've been playing a lot of Rocket League, having fun playing with playing with some more friends, getting back into it. And been playing a little bit of Age of Empires. It was something that I played when I was younger with my dad. I was never really good at it because, you know, we're talking like when I was pretty young for a game like that, like, I don't know, maybe 9 or 10. Okay. Man, I do not like anything about this situation. Yeah, I'm playing some of that. And, obviously a little Spelunky. Gonna do another recording tonight for the Halo series that I've been planning on doing. I'm dumb. I just walked right past that a bunch of times. I really would like to get this jetpack as well. So I think... Okay, here's what we do. Come right here. And if I place a bomb here... Yeah, I should be able to make it back just fine. And we can do that. Boom. We're good. Okay, perfect. But yeah, I plan on doing some Halo later after this recording, and I'm looking forward to that. I've been enjoying the Halo stuff. Played some multiplayer with some friends not too long ago, and it's just, Halo is a great game and a great game to play with friends. But even just the campaigns by themselves, really hard to go wrong there. Although I will say, I do personally find it to be a lot more entertaining with friends. Just because you can kind of do some dumb stuff. But it's a little harder to get into the story when you got people with you. Mostly because, like, you're kind of watching cutscenes together and whatnot. Most of the time you're talking, somebody's got to take a pee break, you know, that kind of stuff. I think what I'm going to do here is I'm going to try and gather money. Since I have a jetpack, I would like to go to the black market instead of Volcana. Main reason I like going there is purely just for the cape. But since I'd rather take this over the cape, we're going to go there. Oh boy. Come on, buddy. I know this is very stupid and very dangerous, but, you know, no risk, no reward, right? Speaking of which, watching this this stock situation unfold with everything, that's been a hoot. I have a few friends that kind of had some investment into GME kind of before all this stuff went down, just because they thought that it was kind of funny, like just with it being GameStop and all. Oh boy, had to focus there for a second. It was a little dicey. Oh man, it's good net. But yeah, I had some friends who had some stock in it, and they're all up pretty good. So we'll see how that stuff goes. But it's been kind of funny to learn about, you know, how the stock market works. This was kind of, you know, it was one of those things that I always wanted to learn about, but just never really had like good motivation to do so. But this has been one of those situations that it's just been so in your face, and there's so many people talking about it that there's been a ton of resources for actually learning about how the stock market works. And I've been finding that kind of interesting. I think once I, you know, maybe once I can settle in with funds and stuff over the next couple of years as I pay down debts and whatnot, I'll have to look into doing a little bit of investment, because I think that sounds very interesting. And I don't know. I mean, it is kind of gambling, and that's what I always looked at it as. But you know, I think it's something that sounds interesting and exciting, and might be worth checking out sometime in the future. All right, I know I used a couple of bombs for it, but I really want to come down to this altar and sacrifice. Oh man. Either way you slice that, that sucks. So I'm wondering if maybe I can put a bomb here and put a bomb like right here. Yeah, there we go. Trying not to piss off the shopkeepers, because that's not going to benefit me in any way. You know what? That's too risky. What I'm going to do is still get a few other sacrifices here and get some more blood. Because why not? Uh-oh. Oh, he took my backpack off. I was a little confused there for a second. Oh, there's a lot of enemies down here. I also had another idea for a game. I may have talked about this before, so I'm sorry if I have. And if you have any interest, please let me know. You know, being able to gauge what type of stuff people are interested in seeing. But I kind of wanted to do a playthrough of something like the Talos Principle and possibly Portal. I think going back with the Halo thing, I've been so far really loving the idea of using the channel as a way to kind of play through games that I've played before and just get to experience them in a different way, just, you know, talking and making videos out of it. I am not sure where this bow is. But another one that I had a thought for was Psychonauts. That was a game that my uncle gave to me. Oh man, it was a game that my uncle gave to me when I was younger. He got rid of a box of games, and he gave me stuff like Psychonauts, Destroy All Humans, and whatnot. So I thought it'd be kind of fun to go through some older games like that too. I have that one on Steam, and then you know, even just like going through those same games that I was just mentioning that I got from him, a couple things have gotten like remaster releases, like Destroy All Humans. And so I think this might be a fun way to kind of re-experience old games that I used to love and play all the time. So if any of that sounds interesting, please let me know. If it seems like it's something that might not be that interesting, that would also be good to know. Because obviously, like, main thing that I'm doing on this channel is just having fun, and you know, I want to record stuff that I find interesting and things that I have fun with. But also, you know, I do want to entertain people. I mean, why would I be making a video out of something if I was not trying to give people entertainment? Okay. That actually could have been really bad with the bounce up. I'm glad that it didn't work out that way, but I almost got hit. I'm gonna kill that guy. You know, these monkeys. These monkeys are problematic, and I'm not a huge fan of them. Ooh, I'm also not a huge fan of having to use so many bombs just to get through stuff like this. I really, really hope that there's a lot of bombs in the black market. Hello. But I mean, even just getting all of these sisters will guarantee us getting 12 when we get to Olmec, so can't complain too much. Oh. I guess there was a rock on the altar. Whoops. You know what? We just fly over him. Also, we're gonna drop this pot right onto that. Yesterday I had my little get-together with some of my friends as kind of like a late birthday celebration thing. Just had a few people over, just kind of something to, you know, do like a bit of a last get-together before having our third kid. And I know that with it being Corona, that's probably not the most responsible thing getting together with people, but I'd say we kept things pretty safe as far as like how many people were there and sitting fairly distance away from each other. We had a nice large table, and we're all sitting a couple feet apart from each other, so it wasn't a huge issue. So I think that was good. But yeah, it was a lot of fun to get a chance to see some of my friends again and just get together and play some stuff. Like, we played some Cards Against Humanity. We played this game that I've never played before that was, it was like the Haunting of the House on the Hill or something like that. But it was interesting. It was kind of like Clue mixed with Dungeons and Dragons almost. Also, that was incredibly dumb damage. Okay. Anyway, we're gonna stick that there and see how that works. I want to try and get that ruby. There we go. So what we're going to do is we're going to grab our idol here. Head in. Alright. Man, I am really glad I have the kappala for all that dumb damage I'm taking. Perfect. Now I am going to kill this guy for the blood. Come here. yeah, learned about that game. It was kind of, like I said, Clue mixed with D&D. Not like you build your own characters or anything, but mostly just like you have characters with certain traits, and those traits allow you to do certain things. Like you have stats for speed and attack power and that kind of stuff. That was a lot of fun. It was just one of those types of games where like you're reading the rule book constantly because maybe one or two people know how to play, but for the most part, this is something completely and totally new for everyone else. Which, if you've never played games like that, they can take some time to try and just get everybody up to speed. However, once you do, and you kind of start to get the hang of things, they can be a lot of fun. You know, you can't go wrong with the classics like, you know, even just Clue itself or Yahtzee, things like that. But it is fun every once in a while to get to play different types of games that not everybody wants to play. I think one of my favorites that we play sometimes is, well, I do really like Cards Against Humanity, but I also really like One Night Werewolf. We started playing that quite a while ago, and then Among Us got really popular out of nowhere, and all of us were hearing about Among Us and realizing that One Night Werewolf is actually very, very similar in terms of kind of what the goal is. You have different people. You kind of like randomly get a different. I don't want to say job, but like you're a different type of character. So you can be something like a villager or, you know, like a fortune teller, or you know, just something like that. And each role has different ways to kind of play out with each other. And what the final goal of the game is to have one or both of the werewolves that are in the game, like be able to have. Whoa. Like, the goal of the game for the werewolves is to not be picked and have people say, yeah, they're the werewolves, we want to kill them. And then obviously to win as a villager or somebody who's within that same type of class, it's make sure that the werewolves die. But then there's somebody who's, you know, kind of suicidal, and so they try to get you to kill them instead because they just don't want to be alive anymore for whatever reason. So they're trying to do things that seem suspicious to make you vote for them. And then there's things like a minion who tries to help the wolves hide the fact that they're wolves so that they get picked instead of the wolves, by playing a very similar role to that suicidal person. So there's like a lot of mind games that go into it, and it's very much just like a social game where you're having to talk and kind of go through things and go down, you know, holes of discussion and whatnot to try and sort out who the wolves are, that kind of stuff. So that one's a lot of fun, and that's not something that you kind of play every day when it comes to, like, let's say a family game night. You definitely do have a lot more fun when you got more people. So stuff like that's a lot of fun when you actually get everybody together. I also played some Exploding Kittens, which that's always a fun game. It's very simple, just very quick game. But you know, there's a lot of games that are very simple, quick, but extremely fun, and you can't go wrong with that type of stuff. Holy moly! I did not realize that I actually held on to him there. That was kind of spooky. Alright. But my friend who kind of helped by hosting the party, he also made us some dinner. Made us some... Oh boy. Made us some carne asada, which was great. Made some little tacos. And one of my other friends made some brownies. So it was a good night in terms of food. My friend that hosted, he made the best salsa I've ever had. I don't know if everybody felt that way, but man, the salsa was a hit. He just did a nice homemade salsa. Ended up sending me the recipe because I'm definitely gonna want that again. Woo. I don't like that. Yeah, it was a lot of fun, and I think it's nice to just get out that, one last time before having baby number 3. Not because you'll never be able to get out again or anything, but mostly just, I think with kids in general, your life changes when you have them, but I'd say even more so the more you have. So being able to kind of just have some of those things like that is really nice, and I'm glad that I've got people that I can do that kind of stuff with. Slam, slam, and boom. Perfect. Take that, old Nick. Yeah, if this COVID thing ever ends, it'll be nice being able to go back to the normal. We usually get together for those types of things once a month, but obviously since the pandemic hit, we've had less of them. Not completely stopped, but we're trying to be a little more cautious, and as we're starting to approach the days where the vaccine is making the rounds in a lot of places, it's definitely something that we're kind of just holding out hope. Maybe soon everybody will be able to start getting vaccinated, and we can kind of return to a little bit more of a status quo where we're able to see people and not feel like we're gonna end up murdering someone we care about, or countless other people, purely from just being able to go out and do normal things of life, like going to the grocery store, flying somewhere to visit friends and family, and travel for work and whatnot. Hopefully. I know that everybody feels the same way. We've all been doing it, but I feel like we're finally approaching that light at the end of the tunnel. And it's still gonna take a little bit. We still have so I gotta adjust this a little bit. We still have some work to do in that front. There's still people out there who are dying, and it is very sad, and I'm ready for that stuff to be over. I'm ready to stop hearing about people dying, or losing somebody that they care about, or all sorts of stuff. I'm just ready for it to all be over. Just the same as everybody else. You know what? I am actually going to spend the time to sacrifice you, because I think we're going to attempt another Onk skip. How about you go kill that guy for me? Nice. Alright, we're doing good on health. And in speaking in terms of seeing people, we are officially at that 37-week mark with baby number 3. So we at this point could pretty much have the baby any day now. And I don't say we as in I'm doing the work, but more so just collective, my wife and I together are having a child. So, in case anybody wants to hit me with the, hey, you're not doing any of the work, I'm fully aware. Only thing I'm doing is just trying to help keep my wife a little sane through some of it. You know, helping her fall asleep in any way that I can, and you know, that kind of stuff. Anything that I can help with to ensure that she can make it through these last couple of weeks with some semblance of her sanity left. Never been pregnant. I don't think I ever possibly could be, but I cannot imagine it's easy. And I'm very happy I'm not the one that has to do it. Seems like a lot of work. Alright. I hurt myself a bunch doing that, but I'm doing alright. You know what? We've got enough time. I'm gonna do it. And I'm gonna go full hard into the Yonk skip. Because I think we will have a great chance going into getting to the Cosmic Ocean here if we can have a lot of health and an Ankh. Obviously there's still one-shot kills like spikes and stuff, but I feel like there's not as many of those as there are things that just do a lot of damage. Like at this point we should be able to survive 2 explosions, which that's not that bad. Explosions are generally the end of your run in a lot of cases. Also, I cannot do that. Alright. It'd be really cool if we had another altar here. We could get even more jelly. Doesn't seem like that will be the case, though. Ooh, that could have been bad, actually. Yeah, definitely no altar. We've got a good amount of bombs, and I don't want to push my luck, but I do kind of want to try and kill the big fish so that I can get the present. I think it takes 4 bombs. I don't remember exactly. We'll see. Yes. And I don't like anything about having you. In fact, it just stresses me out. Come here, friend. Alright. So what I'm going to do is quickly take this up here. And then we need to get through... There we go. We need to get through into here and pick up that clover so that we can have enough time to do this. There we go. Alright. Things are looking good here. I'll just drop that down there. I've got high hopes for this run. Things are going great so far. And you know, can't really complain about that. And again, it can end at any time. But, I don't know. I'm feeling lucky. Let's see what these presents give us. Alright. Okay, not helpful. Definitely not helpful. Alright. Well, alright then. Not really anything helpful whatsoever. But that's okay. We got our sword. We pulled it from the stone. We're good to move on, and hopefully this is the floor we'll be able to possibly skip the Ankh. Either way, I will be putting the sword here, and I think I might put the jetpack on the line just so that I can try and salvage this health. I think we can continue on if we don't have the jetpack.
Yep.
But it would be really nice to make sure that we've got it. And I know that last time we made it here, we got lucky with the door here, so I'm just gonna do a quick scope of the area here and see if we might have something like that again. Because if we do, and I kind of have like a guaranteed out, that would be extremely nice. Could get our baseball mitt here if we wanted. I don't know how much I really care. So there's a secret door here, but I feel like this is where the lava is, honestly. I don't know if I trust that. Like, I don't want to blow it up and then die in some lava. Yeah, I don't know. I know I just used a bomb. I don't fully trust that. If we have access to it in that room, which I think is fairly unlikely, then we'll obviously take that door. But let's see if we can skip the Ankh here. Woo! All right. We don't have much time left either. So no, it looks like that most likely would be a situation where I'd be opening up into lava or just around the lava. I'll see if I can make this happen. It would be great. Oh no, we got the ghost. No! Oh man. Honestly, I just had to use too much fuel there. Okay. All hope is not lost. Obviously, we knew the risks going into it. We have about 3 seconds until that ghost splits, and this gets a lot harder. Okay. I think we did it, though. Would have been nice to keep the jetpack and to keep all that health, but you know, we can still do this. This isn't over. That was probably better to just stick the dog in there, but we're just gonna go. Alright, it was not too bad. So a simple gold Ankh. That's what we're looking for. Okay, that's fine, that's fine. wiggle around. Okay. Not the most useful item. We'll just get out of here. Okay, what does she want? Ooh, a gold key. Oh, maybe we'll have to do that one of these next runs. Is bring the golden key to her so that we can unlock that shortcut. I don't really use shortcuts, but you know, completing the journal can be kind of fun. Making sure that we unlock everything. Alright, so I want to look for our buddy Waddler. So we're gonna blow a few things up. I think he might be in this area. I don't want to waste any resources, so I would like to peek. Looks like he's way over there on the left. So about where I thought. Maybe somewhere in here, it seems. There we are. Set that down for him. Okay. And you know what? We actually have climbing gloves, and we have basically every item, so we're just going to fall down with the gloves like this instead of doing more risky strategies. Whew. Do not like those guys. Alright, but hey, we made it to a place that has random explosions. Alright. Having the compass here can be very nice, so I'm glad to have that. I just tapped like I had a jetpack. Oh, okay. Well, you can see how quickly games end in Spelunky. So, I want to thank everybody for watching. You guys have a fantastic day, and I'll see you next video.